Ladies and gentlemen, we have a breaking news. We have a breaking news coming from Niger. We heard that France has finally accepted. Emmanuel Macron has finally declared that they are recalling the French ambassador to Niger, Sylvain Ite, and all the staff of the French embassy, and also the 1,500 troops, French troops, in the West African country, Niger. That's what President Macron just announced on Sunday. So we are seeing that this news is a it comes as this military. Remember, Macron refused to leave before, right? So this is something that just came up, and we are seeing what happened in other countries, the various coup d'etat that happened in all those other countries. But this one now is to tell you that Macron has bowed down to the Niger minister, right? Who said they don't want Macron, and they don't want France anymore in their country. Okay, so you are seeing what happened in other French country. Macron, first of all, refused that they're not going to remove French troops from Niger. Okay, when the military junta in Niger demand that French ambassador and French troops should leave, Emmanuel Macron refused. Okay, but the pressure was too much on Macron. You see the pressure on Macron is too much, and he had to bow to the pressure. Okay, we have had Macron backing for several days before, but and he said that the French ambassador will not leave, nor the troops. Okay, as he claimed that Bazoum is still the president. Okay, and that was his argument that and he claimed that he did not receive Bazoum's resignation letter. So, this what does this tell you? This only tell you that France was the one who was behind this Bazoum, the president, right? Because most of the African countries that had coup, the coup this time was not in favor of France. See, that was a controversy. The coups in Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, Gabon, all these countries, the coup was against France. Imagine in the past 2 years alone, more than 10 countries have had coups. Okay, and these coups are organized by purportedly France to favor their post-colonial or new colonial machinations going on in those countries, right? Remember the pact that France signed with all these countries. Some countries like Mali have cancelled those pacts. Niger have cancelled some of them. That's why they are sending out the military, because all these former French colonies had to sign some pact, about 10 of them. But now that these countries are revolting, what does that tell you? It tells you that France is no more in control. Okay, Macron in turn announced on Sunday that the ambassador will return to France and French troops will leave. Okay, so two security sources in Niger said Ite is the ambassador that had flown already out of the country. So Ite had already flown even before Macron announced it. Okay, and we hear that the Macron's office later confirmed that Ite took off to Paris from the Chadian capital in N'Djamena around 8 a.m. So that was when, before Macron announced it, the French ambassador had already left to Chad, to the capital in Jamina. Okay, so it was already clear, Uh, so we pray that the military and the people of Niger remain vigilant, and that this is history in the making. Okay, this is the first time French troops are leaving one of these their former colonial countries. So some people say congratulations to Niger, and then Mali, congratulations to Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, Gabon, for making the French troop pack out of their country, right? Imagine La Republique is one of them, still under bondage. And when we tell people that this crisis in Cameroon, in Ambazonia, is between Ambazonia versus France and La Republique, people don't understand. I think now people have started understanding where the Ambazonian crisis came from and how the root causes. Yes, the root causes. Okay, the root causes where the Ambazonian people saw it coming. 7 years ago, we saw this coming. What Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso, all these countries that are revolting against France, what they saw, the Amazonian people saw it earlier. We are an English Anglo-Saxon system. France is the one controlling Cameroon today. France has no problem with a 40-year leadership in Cameroon. They don't have any problem with that. They don't have problem with Gabon president ruling the third term. Okay, even though he's not well. They don't have problem with that. They want the governments in Africa to change their constitution and refuse to leave power. Okay, this is what France wants. France like that kind of governments. Okay, but today we see France's chapter in Niger region is finally over. Not only Niger, Mali, Burkina Faso. So France will end its military presence in Niger, and it will also call back anything that is the diplomats, all its diplomats. So not only the ambassador is leaving, all the diplomats. Okay, this is almost 2 months after the Niger coup, and the Niger junta asked France to take out their troops and the ambassador, but Macron said no. Okay, but France is the only country in Europe that still has strong ties with its former French colonies. Strong ties. People in Guadeloupe, Martinique, Guyana, all these countries are still under the same bondage. So when people look at Africa, they look at the Caribbeans also. These Caribbean countries, they have the same issue. Okay, France is there to them. Then you ask, but France only knows how to print money. They don't know how to build bridges. See what the Chinese are doing. See what the Russians are doing. When they come to your country, they want to build something. At least you cannot just stay in a country because you are the former French colonizer. You stay there comfortably. Usurping their resources. The people are there. There's nothing that France has built in any of these countries. Nothing. French roads in Africa, they have these French companies. Matgenie, Cogenie, all these companies. The roads are not good. They'll build a road today. After 1 year, the road is already potholed. It's really difficult to get rid of anyone who lives on you or for you. France, France will cause a coup in Niger. France will still cause a coup in Burkina Faso. France will cause a coup in all these other countries. Wait and see. They have not gone. It's very difficult to get rid of anyone who lives on you, because this France eats bread from these countries. They don't have any resources. But I heard somebody was talking about Gabon, Germany. Germany, all the few colonies that they had in Africa, who was taken for them after they lose the war, right? But they are the strongest economy in Europe. They don't depend on African countries. They are producing their own things. Most of the cars, BMW, Mercedes-Benz, all these strong cars are produced. Volkswagen are produced in Germany. The French company called Renault, where is it today? If you depend on people, let the people understand that this is a mutual understanding. You should not just make sure that you want to usurp the resources of the people. The people are suffering. You are not implementing democratic principle in those countries. You have your normal democracy in your country, France, but you are not showing the same power, in terms of democracy and change of governance and presidential system that you claim. It's okay. Most of these African presidents will stay there for 30 years, 40 years. It's okay for France. How do you think the people will like France to come there? This has shown that unity is strength. The African countries are coming together. The people of Niger have done a wonderful job, because freedom is what you ask for. You don't wait for it. You have to demand freedom. Yes. The people of Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali, and the people of Africa should learn from this. Because when you look at Cameroon today, Cameroon crisis with the people of Ambazonia stems from the fact that France does not want to leave Cameroon, and they have those pacts that they sign. So the little resources that is coming from Ambazonia, the oil, the timber, Ambazonia is very rich. I think by now people must have known that Ambazonia is very rich in oil, in gas, in cocoa, coffee, rubber, banana. Talk about bauxite, gold, porcelain, and other minerals. This is what is in Ambazonia. It's a rich region. And some people don't understand that Bakassi is in Ambazonia. Okay? Bakassi is one of the richest region. Bakassi is in Ambazonia. So when people are talking, they should understand why they are killing Ambazonians. Because the richness of the resources in that area is what even Nigeria is regretting today. Because when they had the conflict between Cameroon and Nigeria about the Bakassi land, the only way they resolved that Bakassi area was to tell Cameroon and Nigeria to respect their boundaries at independence. That was the only way they resolved the crisis. During their independence, they did not have Bakassi in their land. So why are they fighting land that does not belong to them? That's all what they told them in the international court. They told them that you are fighting a land that Okay, was this land part of your land at independence? La Republic say no, Nigeria say no. They say, so why do you want to claim ownership of a land that does not belong to you? When you had independence, this land were not part of your country. So please leave. This land does not belong to you. That is how the Bakassi crisis ended. It was resolved very simply and amicably, without any problem. Yes, they just asked both of them, you both are fighting a land that does not belong to you, right? So just leave. Just leave. You are not supposed to worry about a land that does not belong to you. Just leave and leave this land. This land belongs to the people of Ambazonia, not you or anybody. That is what the international court told both Nigeria and Cameroon. And what does that tell you? It tells you that Ambazonia is an independent territory, because they had both Nigeria had their independence without Ambazonia. La Republic had their independence without Ambazonia. So why do you come and hold claim? Because that area is rich in resources, right? You want to come and hold claim now. It doesn't have to work that way. That's why the people of Ambazonia should be ready to fight for their land till the last man standing, because they are killing you today, not because they love peace, not because they love you. They are killing you today because they like your resources. That is all what is happening. This crisis is a crisis of your resources. So what I'm telling you, okay, Ambazonia is rich in oil, gas, cocoa, coffee, rubber, banana, bauxite, gold, porcelain, and what have you. But in the past, do you know that the French companies are the one running the oil? Gas, French company. Cocoa, the people of Southern Cameroon produce cocoa, but they don't even have chance to determine the price. It was last year that we hear about the price of cocoa, right? Cocoa now, these people, they come and buy cocoa from Douala for 600 CFA. Do you know how much they sell in Nigeria? 1,500. So 3 times the price. They'll sell this same 1 kilo of cocoa. So then, you know how, if Nigeria can buy for 1,500, how much do you think these people that buy from our people and go to and sell in Douala, these French companies, are the one taking out to France and other European countries? So think about it. How much do you think they will sell in Europe? If this is not exploitation, what do you call this? We have the best quality of coffee. Best coffee. But our people don't even know where the coffee is going, because they produce the coffee and they come and determine the price for them. But it's high time for us to understand that most countries have started having their own companies to make sure that these mineral resources are not going out. They are being processed first. You know, when this cocoa, let me tell you, when you carry cocoa and go to Douala, there are companies in Douala that does processing. You understand? They'll do the process. It means that they come and buy it just like that from the farmers in Ambazonia. They come and buy it like that. All the farmers know is that when they harvest coffee, or cocoa, they go and put in the dryer. They dry the cocoa. That's all what they do. They take this, they come and buy this at this price, at 600. Go and process it in Douala. Processed cocoa can sell for $4,000. 4,000 francs CFA. Process, not the normal cocoa. Okay, so if Nigeria can sell it for 1.5, know that they are doing the processing in Nigeria and sell it now to Europe for about more money. You see, but these people are just killing our people with prices. Most of the farmers, they cannot rely on their farming because they have they'll buy for very low prices. But who is behind this? I tell you, it's France. Okay, France has company dealing with oil. France has companies dealing with gas. France has companies dealing with cocoa, coffee companies, rubber. They have companies. Banana. Don't forget banana, CDC banana. Cogeni, rubber is CDC. Bauxite, gold, all these other minerals are French companies. Don't forget Elf, Toyota, Total. Those are French oil companies. Okay. Now the question is, what are our people doing that they cannot open their own gas companies? Must it be French companies that come and open this gas, these companies there, draining our resources? So that is a question we have to put. Since I know France is in Cameroon and Ambazonia, they have not built even a bridge. Even I've not seen anything that they built. The only thing they come and do is to take those resources and go. That's all what they do. And at the end of the day, you see that they are not doing anything in Africa. I see some. If you can blame, other countries like China, but at least China is building something. China is building something. You see the bridges that China will build in countries, airports they'll build. At least build those infrastructures. Let people see that, okay, this is what we have, and this is what we have to pay for it. But when you come, the only thing France does now is to print money, print their CFA. Then they'll control your military, they'll control your economy, your social life, your political life. They control, in fact, everything. How different is that pact that they signed with the colonial days? It's the same thing, because if somebody controls your economy, political, social life, your military, your resources, he's the one selling you military equipment. He's the one determining where you sell your resource. Massa, come on. And people say this is normal. You are there in southern Cameroon. You see your resources pass like that and go. You don't know where it's going. No accountability. One person is controlling timber. Frank Bia. Taking your resources and going. It's terrible, but that's what we have. But thank you for watching. I'll be ending for here for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget 1st of October march. Okay, come and tell the world that Ambazonia wants their country back. Okay, it's high time we tell the world that Ambazonia want their country back. Okay, all what we want is a kind of peaceful means for our people to have their own say in their own making, right? That's all we want. We want to see our people have their own. Yeah. So thank you for watching. Thank you, and God bless you. See you in the next episode. Okay.